Hi, a few of you on the Chevelle 1964 Chevelle Facebook page had shown some interest in my swapping of the 700R4 in place of the Power Glide. So I figured I'd show you a few things that has happened in that installation procedure, just to give you something to look forward to that you'll have to do. I'm going to start off with this shifter here. I use the ShiftWorks shifter KK02. This is a column shift connection, and it turned out pretty good. Here, let me show you how it works. It's lined up pretty well, especially through the upper gear range. So we're here: park, reverse, neutral, overdrive, drive. It starts to get off a little bit down here towards the end, but still pretty good. Could do a little bit more adjustment, get that a little bit better, but for now I'm gonna try that out, let it settle in. And that shifter connects here where your old one went. Had to do a little cutting, a little bending, but I got it to go down there, and you can see the connector arm that it connects to. Alright, now as far as the rest of the Chevelle, the 700R4 install, let me show you what I had to do here, just so you know. Let me turn on the light here. Okay, the cross member is going to have to be moved slightly. I moved it back basically a half a set of holes. Here are the original holes for the cross member. I just drilled a few more, moved it back. Can't remember how far it was, about an inch or so. Did that on both sides, made sure it was square. Back here, had to take the mounting pad off the top. That's normally on the top of the cross member, but obviously there's not any way that was going to work. So I took it, cut it off, reshaped it, which was pretty difficult. It was very hard steel. Welded it back on. I'm not the best welder in the world, but it seems to be okay. Put a piece of angle iron in up there. It just clears that transmission bushing. That transmission mount bushing is a stock Power Glide bushing. Seemed to work pretty good. That allowed me to put this transmission in without having to put a dent in the floorboard for that. I can't remember what that's called. Part of a actuator housing or something. It's pretty close, but it does not touch, and I expect it to get even further from touching when I put new body mounts in. Other than that, I had to put in a detent cable for the TV valve. Made sure that worked. Opened it up. Did a little bit of wiring in here. Made sure I have the proper solenoid for fourth gear. It is a normally open solenoid, and as soon as the pressure gets up to the right amount, it closes, kicks in your actuator for the lockup and the converter. In order for that to happen, I ran 12 volts down here, and that 12 volt goes from a switched fused connection on the block. But before I ran it down there, I came in and I ran it into a new brake light switch, so that it will interrupt the 12 volt signal going to the lockup whenever I hit the brakes. That should keep it from doing any shuddering on slowing down. But anyways, other than that, it was fairly straightforward. It just took a lot of time to get it done. Just working on the evenings. I also did just one last thing. That is the stock 700R4 dipstick tube. I cut it to the proper length and used the original Power Glide dipstick because it looked better than the plastic 700R4 dipstick. I just made sure that everything lined up on the fluid level marks is about with the amount that hangs out of the bottom of the tube. The other thing to worry with is the TV cable and TV valve. I got a B&M universal detent cable that's built for the 700R4. I have an Edelbrock carburetor, so I got the Edelbrock geometry correction kit that goes on here, and the Edelbrock bracket in the back. I just trimmed it down because it had the part up top that holds your throttle cable. I don't need that because I'm using a linkage. Sawed it off, put in my cable, adjusted it, and hopefully here pretty soon I'll be ready to start this baby up. So anyways, hope that helps anybody who might be looking to do that. If you have any tips or tricks that I need to know that I might have missed, let me know. If not, have a good day.